He was hungry, tired, and broke to the point that he felt like eating food meant for pigs. That's the story I'm going to be sharing with you today. The story of the prodigal son. My name is Christy Eze-Anyanwu, also known as Auntie Christy. On this channel, I share faith-based content on children, teenagers, and family. So today, I'm going to be sharing with you the story of the prodigal son and the lessons we can learn from the story. Luke chapter 15, verse 11 to 32. There was a very rich man. This rich man was rich in estates, name it, anything that wealth has to do with, was very rich. He had two sons. One day, the younger son came to him and said, "Daddy, I want a share of my inheritance. I want my inheritance now." The father gave it to him. He took his own portion of the inheritance and traveled and went to a far country. He went to a far place. The far place I'm talking about today is I'm not just talking about a physical location. Your own far place can be a condition. Do you know you can even be in the same house, in the same room with your parents, and you are in a far place, you are in a far country. Some people, it could be a form of authority, and this authority is meant to create a covering. It's meant to serve as a covering for you. When you leave that covering, when you leave that authority, when you leave those values, you are in a far place like the prodigal son. What did he do? Wasted everything he got. He wasted everything he got from his father to a riotous living, to a life of indiscipline. He was living life now, on his own terms. One day, he got up to his senses. He got to his point of realization. We can see that in verse 18. Then I will arise and go to my father. I will say unto him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and before thee. What do you do with your moment of realization? That realization pushed him to a point of repentance. He said, I will go to my father and I will say, I have sinned against you and against heaven. You can see the heart of repentance. That's what God is looking for. There was a decision. I will go back to my father. He took a quality decision. He didn't stop there at deciding. He now made a move. He took action. Action. The action required for that decision. The father on his part. The father, when this man was coming, the father sighted him. The father ran to him. The father embraced him. The father was so happy. The father was so happy and proud to show him off the world. Oh, this is my son that was lost. Now he's back. The same way, God is waiting and willing to receive you, to welcome. So the lesson I'm sharing from this story today is what you do in your moments of realization matters. It is what you do with your moment of realization that will determine if you will get the right results. For the prodigal son, in his moment of realization, there was repentance, genuine repentance. He admitted, I have done wrong. And because of this wrong I have done, then there was a decision. I will go back to my father. After that decision, the required action. I don't know how far you may have gone today. Don't be ashamed or afraid to go back to your father. I hope you have been able to learn from the story of the prodigal son today. Thank you for watching this video. My name is Christy Eze-Anyanwu, also known as Auntie Christy. The father is willing and waiting to receive you. Bye.